obviously, and he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Right back to Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early. And now off to the races, down the right side. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Down right around the 25. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Give to the fullback on the dive. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this will be caught at the 30. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. On the give, this is Harris. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
Let's go.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. In motion, the tight end. Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Tua now on first down. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover it at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 50-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Njoku, 69 yards. And the Saints continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Cody Barton there to bring him down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
Pickett sets up play action. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Pickett now on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
20 TX. Hey, 21 TX. Solo left side.
Here's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perry. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Steelers 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On the ground, it's Harris.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Myles Garrett collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as it went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on the opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A give up the middle. Hubbard
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Austin. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense stand on the field. They'll go for two. That's caught. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Tua. He completes it to Olave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
Oh, you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Off play action. Pickett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
3rd and long for Pickett. Right to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown, Saints. David Njoku
his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
21. Steelers 9.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. There he goes, right side. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 88 yards. And the Saints are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They run for it with Harris. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
For a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Pickett. Able to connect with Mims. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, You're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
And they will take a knee here. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.